Hello everyone and welcome to Pseudoregalia, or Regalia? Anyways, let us start a new game. Now, this is a brand new game coming out in the year of our Luigi 2023. And boy, if this just isn't maybe one of the coziest video games I have played in a hot minute. I kind of have gone a little crazy with this game. We are in the dilapidated dungeon, and immediately I need to go and fix our attire and get me some big baggy pants, because I really like the look of our main character, whose name I will not give away just yet. That barely worked. Oh, I'm not too late. But I have fallen in love with Pseudoregalia. I've fallen in love with this retro-style video game. This is exactly my jam. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to fall out of my cage. I hope the princess won't be upset with me. Look at this little goat guy. He's the very best. And I am a goat bunny rabbit. Can I... Please, no, I just wanna go up here today, please and thank you. So this game controls just buttery smooth. Oh, can I actually talk to you at all? No? You got nothing to say to me? It's just all these little goatmans hiding in their cages here in the dilapidated dungeon, I wanna say? But yes, this game controls buttery smooth. It has all of the I want to get that. Has all of the game juice that you'd come to expect. I can't get that. Out of like just absolutely polished indie games. Just feels great, man. Feels wonderful. And so I've also thrown up my controller view so that you can see the nonsense that I'm doing and how just smooth it all feels. We just got the Dreambreaker, which is a really cool sword. Look at these, like, choppy animation frames that they've added for the little 3-hit combo. Look at the little flourishes you do. I'm spinning because I like to spin when I'm attacking. It just... no reason, rhyme or reason. Got our little egg enemy here. His little two little eyes poking out. That guy was doing nothing to nobody, and I still moited them. I am a bit of a bastard that way. But now we have the ability to break walls. Again, I'm trying my darndest not to call our goat bunny girl by their name. That is a spoiler. So instead, we are going to continue on. Eyeball wheels. Now, this game, not only for being just visually arresting, is musically excellent. I don't know why this dungeon has a, like, ticking clock theme, but it definitely does. And yeah, when I first played this game, I think I got about 4-ish hours into it, and then got hopelessly lost, and had to restart. And then I drew out a map, because there is no map in the game, by the way. You'll see later things tend to get a little sprawling. That's a save crystal, good to know. So yeah, so I wanted to make a map, so then I started drawing my own hand-drawn map, and then I started taking notes on that map after I'd beaten the game, which took me another like 6 hours. We got the slide. Gain a boost of speed and slide under tight gaps and some attacks. But by itself, an incomplete technique. So now we have the slide. Now we can actually get under these small gaps. Yes, spoilers, you can also stand on these cages. I showed that off earlier, but this is where the game teaches you. Let's not get hit by these. Instead, just slide under them. Totally works. Not only that, we can slide under the rubble. So yeah, so 6 hours, beat the game. then started the game up immediately again. And I was like, all right, take notes of where everything is in this game. These guys don't have to be in cages. They can just roam around. What do you got to say? I'll never do it again. I just want to get out of here. Well, I don't know what you did, but the goat men deserve to be in cages, apparently, for crimes unspeakable. And immediately we can't get up there. So yeah, beat the game again, started making notes on the game, started, like, working out my own speedrun tech, started looking online about what speedruns were, realized your disguise is paper thin, but it'll fool most of them. Not like it matters, you're stuck here like the rest of us now. No getting past strong eyes. And hey, we have found where we need to be. I can't get through that door. Just gotta lock and... Oh, come off. Don't go over the... I'm not showing off my speedy tech, because I'm not trying to do speedy tech right now. I'm trying to do a regular first player's impression of this game. But yeah, then I started finding out what the speedrun tech of this game was. I'm like, oh, that's maybe a little bit more schmovement than I got in me. Who's that? Who's that all the way over there? There's also a first-person mode. I do not suggest using it. What are you doing over there? Oh. Ah. Oops, I accidentally threw my dream breaker. Come on, not that button. Which button? This button. There we go. There's my lock on. I found it. This is why I put the controller view, so you can see when I'm flailing around. I don't know if I like the black bars that lock-on puts on, but it's not the end of the world. Yeah, you can just... I got maybe one more good hit in me. If I don't take him down. This is about as hard as the game is ever gonna get, by the way. Right here at the beginning, they throw you a Dark Souls boss. And this is not a particularly difficult Dark Souls boss. Hey, look. Dark Souls boss defeated. If he'd hit me again, you'll notice that I have the little bars up there that that were filling as I took hits on him, so. I can ring my health back by ringing the bell. The Dream Breaker, don't mind me and the buttons that I'm pressing there to try and... I just want to be able to slide faster. I miss some of my movement upgrades. So yes, this whole little tutorial zone with a tutorial boss. There are 2 bosses in the game. That's one of them. There's a final boss. It's the very last thing you do in the game. Welcome to how... And way down there is where we were earlier. You know, I bet you if I jumped down there, I could get that item that was in the wall that was just a little too high to reach, but I don't need to do that right now. Don't need to do that right now. We may be back here, because this game is, also spoilers, a bit of a Metroidvania. So now we're in Castle Sansa, and I definitely can't get up there. And these guys look like, you know, just the armor sets that Big Eyes was... It's kind of like a dilapidated version of. Now, I have tweaked the visuals here. I could make these textures, like, extra crispy. I could give everything a filter that makes it look, like, surprisingly chunky. These crystals are pretty nice, right? They make me feel safe. I think I'm gonna lick it. I bet it's full of minerals. Ooh. But yes, they are safe crystals, not just save crystals. They'll heal you, by the way. So yeah, I take a hit there, take a hit there, fall in the purple goo, and then I go back here and bonk the crystal. Hey, look at that. We're all healed up. So no problem there. And right in front of this giant statue, we've got another upgrade. Indignation, which are just angry eyebrows. Higher power gives you increased combat capabilities. Upon reaching power level 2, the range of your attack is extended, and at level 3, your damage is increased. This resets upon spending it on heal. So you'll notice above our little bar there, we got a number. We got a number 1. And there we go to level 2. We've got a little bit farther range. And at level 3, we have increased attack. So, where do we want to go? We want to go facing the... Ooh, there's a key up there that I definitely don't have the ups to get just yet. Yeah, not the finger. Please and thank you. We're going where the statue is facing. We had many different choices of paths to go. This is the most limited. It's the one that I'm choosing to go on just now. Can I make it where I need to? Yes, we've got our shortcuts now. There we go. Facing towards where they were pointing, we've got more dream breakers, like a water fountain. More statues leading out to the empty Bailey. This might be my favorite song in the whole game, question mark. It's a very small area, but I love it just the same. Let's ignore enemies for now. Please and thank you. You'll notice that I'm ignoring a lot in this game, because I just kind of know where everything is, and I don't need to worry too much about it. This is a very guided experience. Again, the first time I was lost for 4 hours and then decided to... 2 hours, I forget what exactly I said. I was lost for quite a while and then decided to start making a map, but... You find the empty Bailey fairly quickly. A lot of paths lead towards it. Lots of circuitous routes over here. Oh! Nope, don't want to go up there just yet. I want to go down in here. Ha-ha! To get the solar wind. Jump while sliding. It completes the technique of the slide, crossing long distance with area long jumps. This is the, I don't know if it is like the most useless power-up for speedrunning, but it is definitely the most like quality of life feature. I'll show you what I mean in just a minute when we start doing some actual movement with it, but it is kind of what I always want. It's just the long jump. It feels super good. It's got the same timing as the Mario 64 long jump. It just feels nice. Like, oh. Dang it, Fingerman's there. Oh, I didn't get up here. Don't mind whatever I just did there. It's fine, and I totally meant to press those buttons in that regard to get a little extra oomph on my jump. So what that is it's a backflip, right? Like you got a Mario 64 backflip. It just behaves the same way. There's more advanced movement technique you can do with a backflip, but I wouldn't worry too much about it right now. And the reason that we come here first, not just for the movement technique, which look at how speedy that is. It's what you always wanted. But these are the tower remains. Just visually striking this game too. Look at that. Ah, love it. Gives me a little bit of Shadow of the Colossus vibes too. Examine. A tower holding the essence of the princess, never to be seen again. But with the 3 powers of the sun, one can find their own path. Yeah, hey, look at that. We can't get in. Would love to. Totally can't, though. If only we could start getting up there and doing some climby bits. But we currently only have 1 power of the sun, the solar wind, which is needed to get here in the first place, so best for us to check this out at a later date. Back to the best music in the game, and we got it for a minute there where it's doing those like do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do arpeggios that remind me nothing more of than like the Final Fantasy VII soundtrack. There's something up there. There's a couple of things up there in those towers, which we'll get to later. Instead, we're gonna come around here and see that there is a little guard outpost. Can't read whatever's on that gravestone or monument. And we don't have a down slash just yet, so we'll be back. Always, always, always. And that opens up a quick return. Is that everything out here? That's everything out here. Okay. Now, instead of going up there and exploring around, we're just gonna leave the way we came. Because you might not have chosen to go this exact route. There's that door over there that we could go into that has things. We still don't have ups, we've just got overs. And boy, what overs we have. So, instead of going frontwards on the statue, we'll go backwards. What is the statue got its back to? I love the enemy design here, by the way. The eyeball swords and the little tuba trumpet guys. They're great. All right. The big empty courtyard. With so much stuff, including a thing that I don't know how to get to still after the 20 or 30 hours I put into this game. You don't want to know how many times I've just sat through and casually run this game. This has, like, sucked me in the way that I know people have been sucked into Super Metroid, where you just start casually running this thing. The maids suck. The maids are like maybe worse than the initial opening boss. I killed it particularly quickly. I don't know if that one's more weak than others, but we have bubbles. Bubbles shoot you out and give you a secondary, like a double jump sort of thing. A double jump dash. The princess used to love having afternoon tea here, but the handmaiden has run out of her special ingredients. I guess the princess doesn't really want anybody else's tea. You can sit in chairs around the game. It's just nice to enjoy the pagoda. All right. Now, I probably, with careful bubble planning, could get up there. But I don't need to. I could go to the other bubble, or I could take this path here. There's just, you know, freeform your exploration however you need to. You're good. You're good to go whichever way you need to go. Hey. There's a lot of hostility right out of the gate, and I kind of don't need that. Oh, hey, we actually made it. None of that, and I didn't miss anything behind me. I thought I did for a second there. Finger guy needs to go away! Maybe the single most annoying enemy in the game that you can mostly ignore. Oh. Can I? No, I can't reach that from here. Duh. I still need to hit one of the switches. There we go. And you'll notice that when exploring this main area here, I'm not actually using my dash jump. Ooh. What is up here? This is Sansa Keep, eh? You're kidding me. You don't have any texture. See? And these textures are a little bit overlapped. We got some decay, is all I'm saying. That... Really? I'm here. Okay, well, that's a heck of a way to shortcut that. I forgot that's the way I can do it. Anyways, let's not go that way. Again, curated is the name of the game. You guys do your thing, I guess. We'll go, whoa, more into Sansa Keep later. I'm gonna call this room the question mark room because we can't actually get through here and get all the stuff that's up top there. But 10 points if you can figure out what the actual power-up that's gonna let us do something in this room is for. Movement ability-wise, that is. Oh, and we're back to the main area. We gotten here? No. And then this is a little too far to jump, and we can't really get up there. We definitely don't got the ups for it just yet. But we will, shortly, in due time. And I don't need to worry about anything here. This is just a return trip. We can come from the other way. Yes. Ah, we made it. We made it up here. This is what I call the hexagon great room. It actually takes a little bit of effort to get up here. We're gonna want to go behind that wall. I'm gonna show you all of the ways into this room that we could have taken, rather than going that big long security street. Hey, look, we're back into the main central area. We'd need some keys to be able to get through these doors, and this is actually the opposite way from where we were, where we entered. That's actually leading back to the dungeons, and that's where Finger Guy is. Finger Guy that lead us to the Old Bailey. If instead of going back to the main dungeon area and then out to the main courtyard, we instead continued on straight across. Hey, look, we're hexagon room again. And we came up from up there. So what's on the other side of the hexagon room? What indeed is on the other side of the hexagon room? I don't actually know if I can get up there from this side just yet. That might be power-up locked. Because this not only raises that grade, it raises that grade. Ah, well, maybe. Nope, can't get up there, even using my special movement technique. Backflips don't necessarily even have to send you backwards. Handy that way. But we can pop that grate open. In fact, we could have just stood on it and backflipped up. It would let us. Believe it or not, we would get enough height just from a backflip there alone. I think, hold on, I might have just told a lie. Anyways, all of that, we could have just, we've done laps.